I don't think people understand enough about this syndrome to
I don't
get
think
it.
so either. I have to agree with you. And that's why I want to be part of the research and to raise awareness.
Well, Celine Dion is certainly making viewers aware of stiff person syndrome with her new documentary, Am Celine Dion, now streaming on Amazon Prime. But you probably know that as it's #1 in 36 countries right now. After spending most of the film telling us what the syndrome does to her body,
My lungs are fine. It's what's in front of my lungs that's so rigid.
and us hearing what it does to her voice,
Rising tides, tears you cry. One more time.
towards the end of the film, we get to see what it does to Celine's body in real time.
So she's going into a seizure.
It's harrowing, it's upsetting. To be honest with you, I didn't really watch it. I mean, it was on my TV, but I just kind of turned away. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. And I watched it Wednesday morning, the morning it came out. Of course, I'm watching it from a perspective of, what moments can I do segments on? What are people going to be talking about? What can I expand on for a segment? But it didn't even, well, no, it did cross my mind to do this as a segment, but I thought, I'm not touching that. One, I didn't really want to have to really watch it, because if I was editing a segment, I really would have to watch that footage. And to do it as a segment, it just felt too, felt too personal. It felt exploitive to take it out of the narrative of the documentary.
Just give me the meds, please.
But I have seen that this has become the most talked about moment in the movie, which isn't surprising.
To watch you struggle is to sort of vicariously feel your pain, because you look like you're in agony.
And then little by little, it worked its way up your body. And when I looked at you, I was screaming, "Someone call 911." That's what I was yelling at the movie.
1, 2, 3. She might be in spasm. Yeah, hold on a second. I gotta get her hand up. I don't want to hurt her wrist. Got her? Yep. There we go.
But I do appreciate that people haven't been sensationalizing it.
Squeeze Brian's hand if you can.
Atta girl. Good job, boss.
Good. So she's still with us.
But the determining factor for me in doing this segment was that Celine really wanted it to be in the movie, and she talked about that moment in interviews.
It's pretty painful. And you don't remember everything which is between you and me. It's okay that I don't remember everything.
Celine, try to calm down.
When you get in spasms so much, well, you don't remember everything. It can last a moment, it can last a few hours. You can break ribs because of the twisting and the spasm.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Now, me wrestling with the idea of covering this as a news story, imagine what was going through the mind of filmmaker Irene Taylor as that seizure happened right in front of her and right in front of the camera.
It happened very quickly over the course of 30 seconds. I mean, it just started to reveal itself.
Squeeze my hand if you have pain. Okay. Okay. So there.
Celine was very clear in the beginning of our filming together.
I don't want you to ask me permission. I want you to hold my hand and keep your eyes with your team open. I don't know what's going to happen.
She just wanted me to roll. She just wanted me to go and keep doing what we do. And if she wanted to stop us, she would.
Coming out. It's expressed.
I've never told you this, but it was the most extraordinary and extraordinarily uncomfortable moment in my life. And I had this uncertainty whether to keep filming or not. We had been filming together for many months at that point. So she had really trained me, just keep going. If I have to stop you, I'll stop you.
My director of photography and I continued filming, just as we always had for the last 6-8 months with her.
We're with you. Everything's okay.
Then her body was enduring something that was unimaginable, and I wasn't sure if she was aware of it, and I wasn't sure if she was going to survive it.
Yeah, I can't imagine the amount and the range of thoughts that was going through Celine's mind, even though she didn't, she's not going to remember all of them, was going through Irene's mind, was going through the physiotherapist's mind, was going through the cameraman's mind, was going through the EMT team's minds.
It's really hard to even sit next to her and talk out loud about it because it was very intense.
I just want you to know that you did the right thing. I'm sorry that it was hard.
Oh, not as hard as it was for you.
The fact that Celine is apologizing, incredible.
Do you want us to take the cameras out right now? Are you okay? You okay? Okay, good.
But I do appreciate the fact that Celine said to Irene that you did the right thing by keeping the cameras rolling, because yeah, I'm sure that's something that Irene still wrestles with. Because the reality is that Celine was ready to show this to the world, warts and all kind of thing.
Celine, squeeze my hand. Squeeze my fingers for me. Good, excellent.
But it's been very hard, and I cannot anymore be by myself alone.
And what a reversal that is from the, just consummate professional, the show must go on, I'm a machine, I can do this kind of attitude that Celine's always had.
I'm so sorry you're going through this. It feels unspeakably cruel for this to be happening to you like this.
And then I'm gonna go on stage and you're gonna put the pulse oximeter on me and you're gonna turn me on my back.
Your journey's this is not the end of your journey, we all know that. But this is always that step on that journey.
I appreciate very much your kind words. But I just want you to know that I'm working really, really, really hard in rehabilitation.
Okay, our ending song.
For the last song of the night.
Oh.
And I can't wait to go back on stage because this is where I have to be.
Yeah, definitely tears were flowing for me as I gathered these various interview clips, and I'm dreading the next part of this because that's when I edit this whole thing together. So yeah, my process of doing this is that, I gather all the clips and do all the research, and then choose the interview clips I'm going to do, choose the videos I'm going to include, then I write my script, then I shoot this, and then I'm going to put it all together in editing. So yeah, that's when I'll really be watching that scene. So yeah, you've already seen it all edited together, but yeah, I'm dreading having to do that. But I mean, it is an important scene to include. Yeah, obviously it's very arresting and it grabs people's attention and people have much more visceral awareness of what stiff person syndrome is. And I think also it's preemptively gets in front of, anyone that was going to say, oh, this isn't a big deal, Celine's fine, she's exaggerating the fact that this has on her, blah, blah, blah. So yes, it kind of shuts those people up.
Every time something like this happens, it makes you feel so embarrassed.
What do you think of the inclusion of Celine's pretty much real-time seizure in I Am Celine Dion?